Hey there, how's it going? Hope you're well. It's another beautiful day here today. We are here to do another Course in Miracles lesson. The lesson for today is lesson number 45. So let's get right on it. God is in the mind with which I think. God is in the mind with which I think. Today's idea holds a key to what your real thoughts are. They are nothing that you think, just as nothing that you think you see is related to vision in any way. There is no relationship between what is real and what you think is real. Nothing that you think are your real thoughts resemble your real thoughts in any respect. Nothing that you think you see bears any resemblance to what vision will show you. You think with the mind of God. Therefore, you share your thoughts with Him, as He shares His with you. They are the same thoughts, because they are thought by the same mind. To share is to make alike, or to make one. Nor do the thoughts you think with the mind of God leave your mind, because thoughts do not leave their source. Therefore, your thoughts are in the mind of God, as you are. They are in your mind as well, where He is. As you are part of His mind, so are your thoughts part of His mind. Where, then, are your real thoughts? Today we will attempt to reach them. We will have to look for them in your mind, because that is where they are. They must still be there, because they cannot have left their source. What is thought by the mind of God is eternal, beyond part of creation. Our 3 5-minute practice periods for today will take the same general form that we used in applying yesterday's idea. We will attempt to leave the unreal and seek for the real. We will deny the world in favor of truth. We will not let the thoughts of the world hold us back. We will not let the beliefs of the world tell us that what God would have us do is impossible. Instead, we will try to recognize that only what God would have us do is possible. We will also try to understand that only what God would have us do is what we want to do. And we will also try to remember that we cannot fail in doing what He would have us do. There is every reason to feel confident that we will succeed today. It is the will of God. Begin the exercises for today by repeating the idea to yourself, closing your eyes as you do so. Then spend a fairly short period in thinking of a few relevant thoughts of your own, keeping the idea in mind. After you have added some 4 or 5 thoughts of your own to the idea, repeat it again and tell yourself gently, my real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them. Then try to go past all the unreal thoughts that cover the truth in your mind and reach to the eternal. Under all the senseless thoughts and mad ideas with which you have cluttered up your mind are the thoughts that you thought with God in the beginning. They are there in your mind now, completely unchanged. They will always be in your mind, exactly as they always were. Everything you have thought since then will change, but the foundation on which it rests is wholly changeless. It is this foundation toward which the exercise for today are directed. Here is your mind joined with the mind of God. Here are your thoughts one with His. For this kind of practice, only one thing is necessary. Approach it as you would an altar dedicated in heaven to God, the Father, and to God, the Son. For such is the place you are trying to reach. You will probably be unable as yet to realize how high you are trying to go. Yet even with the little understanding you have already gained, you should be able to remind yourself that this is no idle game, but an exercise in holiness and an attempt to reach the kingdom of heaven. In the shorter exercise periods for today, Try to remember how important it is to you to understand the holiness of the mind that thinks with God. Take a minute or two as you repeat the idea throughout the day to appreciate your mind's holiness. Stand aside, however briefly, from all thoughts that are unworthy of Him, whose host you are, and thank Him for the thoughts He is thinking with you. All right, so today we're going to be focusing on our mind and the thoughts that we think, but not the thoughts that we think of the world, the illusion, but instead the real world and God. So today's lesson, we are asked to do 3 practice periods, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and 1 sometime in the middle where you can take some time aside to do it quietly and with an open mind. All right, so first we start with our eyes open and we think of today's thought, repeating it in your head over and over. God is in the mind with which I think. God is in the mind with which I think. And then go ahead and close your eyes and keep that thought in your mind. Keep repeating it, and at the same time, bring forward your own thoughts. Your thoughts can be something like this. My real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them. All the truth lies within me because God lies within me. I would like to remember Him. God is with me at all times, and the thoughts I think are His, and so they are mine. All of God's love and all of God's knowledge is within me. All I have to do is remember it. Basically do this. Find different thoughts that align with today's idea, about 4 or 5 of them, and keep them in your mind alongside today's idea. God is in the mind with which I think. God is in the mind with which I think. Keep your eyes closed and keep thinking these thoughts in your mind, letting go of all the thoughts of the world, of the illusion of the world. Focus on God. Focus on God's mind. God's mind is your mind. God is in the mind with which I think. Do this for 5 minutes, and then open your eyes and relax, knowing that you have connected on a higher level with your mind, which is God's mind. So the purpose of today's lesson is to allow you to find a place where you can connect with God in a deeper level, letting go of the illusion, letting go of what you're seeing with your eyes, and instead focusing inward and trying to connect to that higher part of you that is connected with God always. That is today's lesson. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you come again here tomorrow for another lesson in A Course in Miracles. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.